Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. I know when you're flipping along on Rogers TV and you come across my next guest, you just stop because she's so dynamic, she's so energetic, she's got such fantastic recipe ideas as well. Daniela Crocco joins me on the show.
Hi,
host of Simply Cooking. By MmmChef. Where'd you come up with that idea? I never asked you that.
This is an actual secret, but when I was younger and even still now, I follow one of my favorite bands from the 90s who had a hit called Bop.
Oh my God.
And when I was starting my business,
adorable.
My husband made a joke and said you should call it food. And then I Googled it was taken and MmmChef was available, and here we are 10 years later.
And 3 seasons later, right?
Yeah, we have 3 episodes left of season 3, and it's just mind-blowing that we're already 30 episodes into a show that I dreamed about as a little girl.
Let's talk about that, because this is true. You and I were just talking. You were saying, you know, this is from the age of 2, this is what you wanted to do, and you're actually doing it. That's amazing.
Digging in the fridge, you know, in the bottom drawer when I wasn't, like, you know, stealing stuff and pretending I was cooking in the bathtub and all that kind of stuff, making sandwiches for my mom and making my own school lunch by the time I was in the 2nd grade, because no one could do it better than me, right? So
exactly. Well, and you're going to show us a couple of things today. I want to start with this because this is unique to you, right? You're doing sort of a mix, because we all know about the charcuterie board, right, and the cheese board, but you wanted to go beyond that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love entertaining, and if any of you have seen my show, I do something called an abundance board. If you haven't seen my show, what an abundance board is literally just an abundance of a whole bunch of different things. It's not just cheese or just charcuterie or just sweets. It's all of them together. And the reason I like to do that is because when you're entertaining on the fly, or when you're a busy person who doesn't have time to plan, you can throw one of these together with odds and ends from your fridge. You've got some sweets, you've got some cheese, you've got some fruit, you've got, you know, and then you want it to look nice and full, you can just grab some random crackers from your pantry and fill the empty spots with blueberries and grapes and really anything that you have. So that's why I call it an abundance board. So this holiday season, you don't need to feel stressed out about having people over. You can just take out a big plate or platter and throw a bunch of stuff on it, and people will ooh and ah.
They will. Oh, I've been oohing and ahhing. And you got to tell me about these, because
these are
your
homemade energy balls. They're one of my most requested items. I used to sell them at a local grocery store, hoping to relaunch that soon. And they are delicious. People can't get enough of them.
Can I try one?
Yeah, absolutely. Peanut butter, oats, chocolate chips.
I don't want to talk with my mouth full, so let's move over to this.
Absolutely.
You explain what we're doing here.
So along with an abundance board, you know, on the table when you have people over, having a warm beverage during the holiday season is a really great thing for kids and parents alike. So I love to put a fresh pot of hot chocolate or mocha hot chocolate on the stove, and I just let it go and stay warm while my guests are, you know, enjoying the board and stuff. Kids can drink it just like this from the pot, or people like you and me could add something like amaretto or maybe a shot of vodka or something in there. I have 1 liter of my favorite dairy-free milk. You can use whatever milk is your favorite. So I've got 1 liter of that.
And the milk's important.
Very important.
I know some people, you know, they buy the hot chocolate stuff in a packet and it says water or milk.
Milk for sure 100% of the time.
You just can't.
Exactly.
It just doesn't have the smoothness and the beauty.
So this one is a coconut, because I like the nice fatty texture. But you could certainly use hazelnut, almond, what have you. I just added about a 1/4 cup of maple syrup to the 1 liter of milk.
Well, we had to make it Canadiana.
Of course, of course.
The maple syrup.
And then I have some extra dark chocolate cocoa here. You could use whatever kind of cocoa you have, but you whisk.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 2, maybe 3, because, you know,
we like it
nice
super
big scoops.
chocolatey.
I have the end of my vanilla here, so some vanilla extract. You could leave that out if you don't have it. At this point, if you were making this into a mocha, this is where you would add a couple shots of espresso in there.
Oh, that would be
really great. But if you're serving this to kids or later in the evening, you might not want to add that. And then my pièce de résistance.
I know where you're going here. This is
nice
important.
big pinch of salt. It will bring out the flavor. It will add to the chocolateness. It'll just taste more, you know, delish.
A little sweet and savory, right?
And then everyone loves a chocolate hazelnut.
Yeah.
And this is
100%.
another trick. I have these roasted hazelnuts.
Yeah.
They're just raw hazelnuts I roasted in the oven, and I like to grate that right in there.
This
and
is a great tool, by the way.
Melts.
I love this thing.
Into the hot chocolate, and you get that je ne sais quoi, like I dare to say that word, Nutella essence, you know, essence.
We're allowed. We can say that, yeah.
So, you know, that Italian.
But this is homemade. You know what's going in it, right?
Exactly.
You see how much sugar is in that stuff? My goodness.
This is like nothing. Look at that.
Look at that. It's already
perfectly
dissolving,
mixed.
right?
Yep. Oh, I can see the steam.
Oh, here we go.
You're like a perfect.
Well, I was worried we
assist.
weren't going to get it up to the proper heat. But
Well, now we don't want it to be too hot, so we can't try it.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so let's turn that off.
All right.
So see how fast that was? You could literally throw together a board and some hot chocolate to impress some guests in like 10 minutes or less.
Nice, nice.
Someone texts you they're on their way over? Doesn't matter.
Put it on the stove.
Yeah.
Get it ready. Throw the abundance board together. I love it. So the last 3 episodes, I don't want to surprise you here, but do you know what the focus is?
Yeah. So this season was
I don't know, because you know sometimes you don't have them necessarily in order of how you film them and things like that. Right?
So this season we've actually got some entertaining ones coming up. I decided to film a couple shows about my services and the dinner parties and cocktail parties that I do, and so we have some of those coming up just to fit in with this season of entertaining, because people want to entertain.
So let's give this the taste test first of all.
Yum. Oh
my God. That is so
good. It would be especially better with maybe some amaretto or something like that. But
you didn't bring any, did
it is 2 p.m. So no.
Well, it's 2 p.m. That's okay. It's the holidays. We could have done that. Also, you mentioned your services. Let's tell everybody. You got to expand on that.
I'm an in-home personal chef. Yes.
And you're being recognized in like grocery stores now. Like it's been fun, right?
A lot of clients will contact me and choose menus from the show.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode whatever. It's a lot of fun for me and such a cool thing. I'm an in-home personal chef. I do meal prep, dinner parties, grocery shopping, nutritional consultation, as I'm also a nutritionist, and really anything that you need. Anywhere really from all the way east as Montreal to all the way west as Toronto, as I have clients all the way in between, but mostly here in the Ottawa and Gatineau area.
Right. And you have goals for this show.
I do.
To go even beyond these walls.
Yes.
What are your goals for
I would love the show to go nationwide. Right now, we are all the way from the East Coast to London, Ontario.
Okay.
So we span all that except for the province of Quebec. It kind of jumps there.
Yeah,
so,
you just
jumps
over there. Yeah.
And so the dream would be to have the show go nationwide and maybe, get compensated to be on TV.
Your parents must be so proud of you.
It is such a dream.
Because you grew up cooking, I imagine, right? With your nana and your mom.
Making my own school lunches, and all that stuff. Like I was saying, my dad with his own pizzeria in Kingston, Ontario, where the show airs too.
Right.
So cool.
That's amazing.
So cool. And then my mom is here in Ottawa, and she's a waitress at a local Rockin' Johnny's, and she tells all of her customers about me. So yeah, I'm pretty blessed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty blessed.
We're so proud to have you as part of the Rogers team.
We love it.
Cheers to you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
And happy entertaining.
Happy entertaining, exactly. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go anywhere.